What's up, family? It's your ghetto news reporter, Mary-L33 Dash between Mary and Lee. Today is December 7th, 2019. I just came back from a meeting earlier today, a little spirituality meeting or whatever and stuff. And I will say this without giving up the contents of the meeting that I was at. But I will say this: somebody had faith written on their shirt or whatever and stuff. And I thought that was kind of weird. I just got through watching the documentary about Biggie Small, behind the scenes or whatever and stuff. And I'm starting to figure this stuff out because, I've taken time out for myself to evaluate the situation, so to speak. Before I get too far, the Bible chapter is EZRA chapter 9. Now, that just came to me because, I figured, Biggie supposed to had, passed away on March 9th. So I said, I just picked a Bible, book, and I chose Israel, chapter 9, for some reason or another. I think I might have chosen that because in Uptown in Chicago, there's a community called Uptown, and they have Uptown Records also there, and in the behind the scenes Biggie Small story, they talked about Puffy, you understand, P Diddy, Sean Combs, working at Uptown Records or whatever. Now, mind you, I wasn't aware of Uptown Records until just recently, and I've been in Chicago all my life, because I'm a writer, but most of all, I'm an advocate for child abuse. And what happened, basically, people just gravitated towards my rap legacy to get out of the dope game or whatever, and they thought it would be easier or whatever, which I didn't mind if they transitioned, but if they brought all that baggage into something that was pure and, meant for people who did not do drugs or sold drugs or was gang affiliated, then, that's where the chaos and confusion came in or whatever. So with that said, I was looking at the behind the scene with Biggie or whatever and stuff, the behind the music, and his mother, she kept doing like this, like think, you understand what I'm saying? And Biggie, and I believe Biggie and Tupac really didn't have a beef or whatever, but because Biggie probably didn't know what was going on at the time or whatever, or maybe he did, or maybe Tupac knew more because him being streetwise and stuff, and I don't know what the case was, but I know Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace, was a school teacher, and I had, a ex-girlfriend back in the day when I was a teenager or whatever, named Valletta, not Voletta, like Biggie's mother, but Valletta. So, I believe, they copycats such as myself, a lady or whatever, they copy, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's called copyright. Then, when they say copyright, I'm a right-handed person, right? And usually the devil and their children, they, are left-handed and they copy the right-handed people or whatever. Now, if you remember, if you watch the documentary, Biggie Small had 666 on, on his shirt. So that lets you know that's the sign of the devil or whatever and stuff, I don't believe he died. I believe him and Tupac just wanted to make a lot of money after I gave Oprah Winfrey my story in 1995 and I got railroaded, in 1995, just like I did, May 31st, 2008 or whatever. Once I started giving my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors Plus One Song to the streets of Chicago, pretty much telling people how, I was, child abuse victim and became, a business lady, entrepreneur, and, a pillar in my community in Chicago, Rogers Park at the time. You understand what I'm saying? And a long-standing AA member that I now believe is Atheist Anonymous or whatever and stuff. Either way it goes, I did my life the way it was supposed to be, and people say, "Oh, you goody goody and all that." No, I'm not a goody goody. We are not saints and stuff, but I ain't no angel either. But I'm just like any other person out here that's trying to make a name for themselves, and and help other motherfuckers along the way that want a piece of it or whatever. But what I didn't realize, the white guy that was the detective trying to figure out, what happened with Biggie or whatever. His name was Russell Poole. Now, Elijah Poole so-called Elijah Muhammad, Nation of Islam, that was his name, Elijah Pooh. So you see where this is going. And then, when they did they little, what you call, in memory of, Tupac and Biggie, Puff Daddy, at the end of the documentary or whatever, they brought out the song by the Police, I'll Be Missing You. You understand what I'm saying? When they said the police was behind, Biggie and Tupac, getting murdered or whatever and stuff, or a Muslim person, all gang, all of it basically stems back or goes back to me. You understand what I'm saying? See, they really want me. Them motherfuckers, they just wanted to make money. That's what Tupac told Biggie one time when they finally did meet up and stuff. Tupac was like, man, I'm just trying to make money off this East Coast, West Coast stuff. And Tupac ended up being Machiavelli or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And then Biggie just went next and stuff. His mother wasn't going to let him just die or whatever and stuff. But then again, I don't know because, Biggie, he did say, in his 10 crack commandments, you understand what I'm saying, number 3, that for enough money, your mama be laying in the bushes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if she'll be laying in there to kill you or kill your, opposition or whatever. I don't know what he really meant by that, but yeah, I think he made it kind of clear though. So, I'm just piecing it all together and stuff. But read the scripture, EZRA, EZRA, chapter 9. And then go to verse 9, and they talk about us being slaves and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a slave, okay? We're not slaves. They try to put that on us, with roots after they figure out who I was and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They knew in 1973 when I stood up for myself without even no difference between an apple and orange at the age of 6 that I was somebody special. They knew that. And they definitely knew when I started, being, aware of my writing skills or whatever and stuff in 1975, and I became, the originator of rap, real motherfucker talk. I started, writing rhymes and things of that nature, and then, people just kept, pinching off of my story, my truths and stuff, and that's why, the whole world is, pretty much on fire because some dumb shit people just kept, it's like in AA, they say after a while you won't be able to differentiate the truth from the false and stuff because life imitate art and art imitate life and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And they make it so real that you really don't know if it's real or not. You understand what I'm saying? For real. People die all the time and stuff in a movie, and then you see them in another movie. You really thought that they died and stuff. I mean, just like when they did the little thing about Tupac on how they cut him up on, on the gurney or whatever, but they showed him how they put the makeup on and all that. You understand what I'm saying? So, but these kids out here, some of them not that advanced, and they just believe what they see and stuff. But I believe they're catching on quicker and quicker nowadays and stuff because of all the conspiracy theories and stuff. But me myself, shit, I was crying over Tupac in 1995 saying, hey, they talk to you for me, meaning that, I am a shy person, real talk, real motherfucker talking. I don't mean Chicago, I mean shy as in shy, understand what I'm saying? But I was naive, and I had a lot on my plate as well, and by everybody was trying to, eat off my plate, you understand what I'm saying? It just made it harder for me to be able to figure out what was going on. It wasn't until I pretty much just threw myself into the lion's den and the fiery furnace that I was able to, kind of figure out what's going on and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So, nothing happens in this world by mistake. But, I'm not a slave. I never was. I looked at roots at, it came out, I was 10 years old and stuff in 1977. So I figured they tried to come up with something in order to take my rap legacy away and, make people of color, or native of this land, America, for real, and definitely Chicago, slaves so they can get their money, property, and prestige. And that's what's going on right now. And so they talk about a second time being deceived and stuff in Israel chapter 9, that Bible book or whatever. And sure enough, T.I. Clifford Harris, you understand what I'm saying? He came out, or he was in the second slave 2016, Roots. You understand what I'm saying? It came out in 2016 when I was going through hell again. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And they put me on the psych ward, on May 8th. You understand? Well, May 8th, I got arrested at an AA meeting. May 9th, I was on the psych ward, and they was pushing drugs all up in me and stuff for about 6 months and stuff. Does that make me a dope fiend? No, that makes them a person that's jealous of who I am and stuff. Now, see, you got May 9th, and then you got March 9th. You understand what I'm saying? You see where this is going and stuff. I already debunked all that, and how criminals, they don't have nothing to do in jail but to figure out how to get out or to fuck your life up and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And they bring that prison mentality to AA because most of the prisoners come straight to AA because they are mandatory to come. I wasn't mandatory to go to AA. I volunteer, or they pretty much put me there on trying to figure me out type thing or whatever. And then they thought they had me all down packed, but they say you'll be amazed before you are halfway finished. And as you can tell, you understand what I'm saying? Real motherfucking talk. We about finished with this, especially with that EZRA chapter 9. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe they all just tapped out and shit and got paid and, thought I'd be dead by now and shit, things of that nature or whatever. But yeah, everybody played the part. And if Biggie did pass away, once he had a couple of children or whatever and stuff, that's that life after death. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And maybe they did sacrifice him, but I don't believe Tupac died and stuff. Not at all and stuff. I'm hoping neither one of them did because I'm like Harriet Tubman. I don't want to lose a passenger, and I don't want to, run my train off the track and shit real fucking tough because she freed them, physically. I'm here to free you mentally. And if you don't believe what I'm saying by now, just read that Bible book, Israel, chapter 9. I mean, they going straight out the Bible and stuff. You think they really want to pay us all that damn money? We generated too much money. Rap, comedy, sports, talk show. You understand what I'm saying? Nike, the rainbow colors now. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. You understand? AA. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about tuition for school. You understand what I'm saying? Catholic and all that. You understand? You see where this is going? Too much money and stuff, for them to say, oops, my bad, Mary. We fucked up. We underestimated you. We thought, you was on some niggerish shit. No, you didn't. You knew I was for real and stuff. For real. Nobody works 46 years just to lay back and be like, I just want to tell my story for $771 a month. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody had their fun. It's time for y'all to, man up and tell the truth. Uptown Records is right here in Chicago. Everything started right here in Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And everybody else just kind of, wrap their little shit around me and shit. And then when they say New York shit, they got New York. Goddamn it, in Chicago. They got more New York shit, it seems like, in Chicago than they got Chicago shit. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, just got to look around. That's all. To be aware is to be alive and stuff. So, if y'all thought y'all got over, you only looking silly because, goddamn well, I was patient with you motherfuckers and shit. Not only that, I helped you to come up and feed your family. Now y'all working on your grandkids and all this. I want to have fun too. So, that's my take on the Biggie and Tupac East Coast, West Coast thing. And then they thought that me and Young M.A. would be, I guess, the girl version. Nigga, I'm 52 years old. She 25, something like that. Come on now. I helped her get on this shit when they wrote me in 2016 so her song Ooh could come out and shit. And I still promoted her on my Facebook and all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do. I try to give y'all something to do so you can leave me the fuck alone and eventually wake up and say, okay, let's look out for Mary because she has looked out for us. And if not, when I die, we all die. And with that, this will get a new supporter, Mary-L. That's to the Mary-L. Make sure you check out that scripture, but most of all, stay in them damn meetings and learn something other than how to drink, drugs, smoke, and kill your goddamn friends and shit for one more. Because that's what it all boils down to. Motherfuckers don't know how to stay sober. You understand what I'm saying? Stop drinking. Stop drugging. Go to school. Get a job. Do something. Peace.